Hello, my name is Brian Becker, and I'm the Academic Outreach Advisor for the Office of Minority Student Affairs. The video you're about to watch is part of a larger series we're calling the Student Success Kit. In each of these videos, you'll learn a bunch of tips and tricks on how to use the different academic resources available to you. That said, let's get right into it. Welcome back to another Student Success Kit video. In today's video, we'll be discussing how to use the Degree Audit Report System, or DARS for short. So to access your DARS report, you'll go ahead and go to registrar.illinois.edu/academic-records/DARS audit. Or if you start from the Office of the Registrar website, you'll go down to Academic Records and then click on Degree Audit. Now, really quickly, I want to highlight that your Degree Audit Report is an unofficial audit of your progress. So in order to get up-to-date and accurate information, you'll need to reach out to your college advisor. However, the DARS is a really useful tool in kind of tracking your progress. So it's really great to actually run a DARS after each semester and meet with your academic advisor to go through each of the requirements that you have remaining. But to access your DARS report, you'll go down to where it says Degree Audit System and then click on that. So I have that open on a separate tab and it'll take you to this page. Now on this page, it'll show your declared program. So whatever program you currently have in progress. And so to generate that DARS report, you'll click on Run Declared Programs. Now, as you can see, I've already run a couple reports to kind of test it out and go through everything, but it should quickly load and it'll tell you when each of these reports was created if you have multiple. So be sure when you're actually confirming and checking your DARS that you click on the most up-to-date one. But in the next part of the video, I will show you exactly how to read and understand your DARS. All right, so once you've generated your DARS report and clicked on View Report, it should take you to this page here. Now, I've scrolled down a little bit to cover my personal information, but at the top, it should list out your name, UIN, and your declared program. So what I want to point out and for you to pay special attention to is this key up here. Now, this essentially shows as you scroll down and go through the different requirements, what each of these color codes mean. So dark blue is complete, light blue in progress, orange unfulfilled, and purple planned. However, as you go through your DARS, you may see a lot more symbols, keys, and things of that nature. So if you click on this question mark here, it actually brings up the key for what each of those things mean. So again, that blue box with the check is complete and a few other things here. So planned, in progress, and pay particular attention to the orange boxes with the X's. Those are unfulfilled requirements. We'll talk a little bit more about what that specifically looks like on the report, but there may also be other course codes and special grades that appear on there. So if you do see those letters, please refer back to the key so you can understand what those mean. Typically, these things come into play if you have either AP credit or transfer credit from another institution. These may pop up on there. Also, pay special attention to the important notes. These are specific to your particular situation and degree program, so do pay close attention to those notes that are listed there. In addition, as you go through the DARS, it's important to actually read through everything, as there may be some sentences and phrasing outside of that, including the additional requirements such as certain hours fulfilled on campus, looking at GPA requirements and those types of things as well. So please do read through everything. Don't just look for the blue boxes. It's important to actually read. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit and kind of show an example of what this would look like for a single requirement. Now, I won't actually go in through every single requirement one by one, but this is just a reference as to kind of how to read the requirement and the courses that fulfill it. So in looking at the first one, I see University Composition 1 requirement. So listed there in bold at the top is going to be the formal campus requirement. And I've completed this. I completed my degree program here, proud alum of the university. So I see that I have a blue box with a white check mark. So that means that I've fulfilled that requirement. However, underneath it, it actually shares what particular courses fulfill that specific requirement. So I see here earned one subgroup. I have a smaller blue box with a check and it says one rhetoric course. And fall 14, I came in with Rhet 105, but next to it, I see that I actually don't have a letter grade. And that's because I took an AP course in high school and it fulfilled that requirement once I transferred to the University of Illinois. So I have that PS code there and a different code next to it as well to indicate that. Now, again, if you're ever confused with the codes, you can refer to the key. And if that doesn't help you, then you can also sit down with your academic advisor and they'll be able to explain exactly what each of those codes and things means. But I see there, I have credit for RET 105 and 4 hours worth of credit because of that. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to actually the next requirement where I took a course on campus to fulfill it. So looking at the next requirement, I see advanced composition. Now, I had the good fortune of being an English major here, so many of the courses I took actually fulfilled the advanced comp requirement. But for this one, I see that I did complete it. I have the blue box. I look underneath and I see fall 18 English 300. This number here is the credit hours for that, and then the letter grade that I received for that course. So I did well that semester. I got an A. And then underneath it, I see as well, spring 19, I also took Info 303, 3 credit hours, and also received an A for that course as well. So as a result of those courses, I earned the advanced composition credit. That in a nutshell is essentially how you go through and read the different requirements. Obviously, as you're going through your courses, you'll see that a lot of them will not be fulfilled. But on your DARS, it'll specifically tell you exactly how many hours you need or the different courses needed to fulfill that particular requirement. But I always recommend that at the start of each semester, sit down with your academic advisor and go through your DARS with them, as they'll have a lot of useful information on what courses you could potentially take or different things to consider when fulfilling your course requirements. But that in a nutshell is how to use the Degree Audit Report System. We hope you found that video useful. To connect with the Office of Minority Student Affairs or to schedule a drop-in appointment with one of our full-time student success advisors, please use the information linked below. You can also follow us on social media with our handle @OMSA Illinois on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We hope to hear from you soon.